Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Hey guys, Mr. Marcus here, and it seems the PES franchise is finally back on track. After the move onto the current generation of consoles, Konami's franchise has slowly regained fans, and with PES 516, it seems the king may well and truly be back. First and foremost, the gameplay of the game feels a lot less restricted than PES 515, with more control when dribbling, more control when passing the ball, etc. Added contextual moves, a player flicking the ball over his head without player control, for example, creates diverse situations which surprise the player. The shooting is fantastic, as goals can finally be scored from basically anywhere. However, the majority of the shots are too perfect, and some diversity here would add to the realism. Talking about realism, the graphics in the game are amazing. Ranging from the character models to the stadiums, the graphics create a realistic tone for the game, with added player animations adding to the overall package. The weather effects slightly change the game as well, with the ball more slick on wet pitches, for example. Dynamic weather is present offline, with one game in particular starting relatively cloudy and finishing with a downpour. However, the graphics for the crowds are still relatively poor, with the majority of the crowds similar to cardboard cutouts. With a distinct lack of real-life stadiums, it does also get boring playing in the same stadiums constantly.
Oh my goodness, that has ripped the rigging.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
The soundtrack of the game is varied, ranging from the electronic sounds of Madion to the rock sounds of Royal Blood. However, the in-game commentary varies constantly and can be considered inconsistent. John Champion has left and has been replaced with Peter Drury. His constant upbeat tone is refreshing, however screaming a player's name every time they take a shot is a little unnerving. When the ball flies into the net, Drury sometimes comments on time, making the atmosphere feel real, however the majority of the time he is out by a fraction of a second. This creates an unrealistic atmosphere, pulling you, the player, out of the game.
Now the pass. It's Alexis Sanchez! There it is! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Jim Beglin says about 3 or 4 sentences per match, with some of them feeling forced. However, there are times when commentary is tongue-in-cheek, which personally adds to the overall presentation. Also, the presentation of the game modes are fantastic, with introduction videos for each game mode hyping the player up for said game mode. For example, the Master League and Become a Legend game mode start with an introduction video with We Will Rock You by Queen in the background. It does make the game, of course, it hypes you up a little bit more for the actual game mode in particular. With relatively amazing gameplay, Master League and Become a Legend come with a breath of fresh air. Both game modes have been tweaked to allow a nicer presentation as well as added value in the form of monthly stats for your teams, ranging from number of completed passes to number of successful aerial duels. With the ability to stop the calendar every day during the transfer window helps add to the immersion, allowing you as a manager to buy or sell players on a more regular basis. Become a Legend still feels slightly bare, but with the added AI the game feels smoother, with the computer passing to you without you asking for the ball. My Club, the alternative to FIFA's Ultimate Team, returns, but as I have not put enough time into it, I won't comment on the differences between this year and last year. I have one issue with the offline gameplay however, and it seems to stem from PES 2013. Like 2013, PES 2016 suffers from through-ball spamming, which I seem to notice in nearly every one of my online games. Not particularly difficult to defend against, it does seem frustrating and annoying when you can't score a goal and your opponent plays one through ball and scores. It also seems the goalkeepers are stuck on regular difficulty online, making them essentially useless against any proven PES player. The goalkeeper issue will most likely be patched out, but the through-ball spamming will continue, and I would advise getting better at defending in anticipation to stop the spammers. UEFA Champions League and Europa League, as well as the Copa Libertadores and Sudamericana, are all licensed and integrated into Master League and Become a Legend, as well as their own individual game mode. There's also a training mode which offers some help if you're not a seasoned PES player, ranging from basic skills to expert skills to help you develop your game. With PES 2016, the presentation of the game could be improved on the PS4 version of the game due to the improvements in the edit mode, allowing you to import images to recreate badges and kits. With some time spent in the edit mode, the game can go from looking bare, with the likes of London FC and North London Red, to Chelsea and Arsenal respectively, with badges and kits 100% authentic. If you do own the game and don't understand how the mechanics work, there is a link in the description below to a video explaining how to edit everything. Unfortunately, image importing is not available on the Xbox One version of the game, and the edit mode for last gen consoles is similar to previous installments. In conclusion, even with its shortcomings here and there, PES 2016 should be tried by everyone. Even if you love the presentation of FIFA, the gameplay in PES 2016 is so amazing that it shouldn't be missed by a true football fan.
He's off on a marauding run. He'll have a dip. What a rocket! That is special. A finish right from the top drawer.